Gala has finally just revealed their new game they have been leaking for the past few weeks. However, for reasons I'll be covering in this video, the market is still yet to bounce back to the 4% region before the Gala V2 announcement. And in addition to this, I'll also be covering the recent announcements and developments within Gala Games and the Web3 space. So if you don't want to miss out any future Gala updates, then make sure you smash the like button down below and subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on. Now, a new game has been added to the Gala game website. It goes by the name of Poker Go Play, currently in development and seemingly available on PC and both Android and iOS mobile devices. So it seems that the new game that Jason Brinks has been leaking to us could very well be this Web3 poker game. Now this is a massive step for Gala, and let me explain why. Last year, the global market for online gambling was as big as $63.5 billion, and as we can see from this pie chart here, it's actually mobile and desktop that take up the largest majority of this total sum. So Gala creating a poker game that's accessible in both will more than likely bring in many new customers, and this will also expose these new players to Gala Games and the Web3 gaming ecosystem, which is actually further covered in this article here by Cointelegraph, where we can see that Eric, the founder of Gala Games, says that players will soon realise the heightened entertainment that comes with playing poker in an immersive Web3 environment. This article further goes on to say that on May 22nd, GameFi project Gala Games announced that it has partnered with Las Vegas poker streaming platform Poker Go to launch a new Web3 social poker game. Dubbed Poker Go players users will have the ability to enhance and upgrade their players in addition to redeeming real world prizes. Poker Go is scheduled for beta testing in June, so as Jason Brinks said in his interview recently, he said it'd be in 2 weeks time, so I'm guessing it'll be very early June. And then there'll be a full release of this game available later this year, so Poker Go will be available by the end of 2023. Now in May 2022, Poker Go released its 1,326 Genesis NFT collection representing all the possible starting hands combinations in Texas Hold'em. So best believe that those ace pockets, they're going to be so expensive in the near future. Although I'm not a financial advisor, so please do trade at your discretion and do your own research. But of course, being the most valuable hand, I can see that they'd be valued quite a lot. Now, in relation to this, I wanted to quickly cover this tweet from Classy Games, where he goes on to say that he can't wait to play some Gala games on mobile. Personally, he feels like a lot of the space is going to be migrating to mobile very soon. It is the most friendly towards microtransactions and also the least maxi. They just want to play games. They don't care if it's Web3 or not, and that is precisely why Gala are in the mobile gaming space, to get into the biggest gaming market in the world and bring them over to Web3 gaming. And remember, all that's needed for Web3 gaming and Gala games to blow up, all that's needed for mass adoption is just one game. Just one incredible game that will get everyone talking about it, and we are getting closer and closer to that reality every single day. But now, before I continue with the developments surrounding Gala games and the Web3 industry, let's cover the reason that Gala's market seems to be so stagnant right now. It is my belief that the reason for this is actually due to Gala V2 and its contract migration that occurred last week. The good news about it is that Binance and numerous other exchanges confirmed that they have completed their Gala contract swap. However, as I've seen many times in my comment sections, there are still accusations of rug pulls and scams, as it seems that some of you did not receive the upgraded token. Jason Brinks did address this issue here in regards to this with MetaMask and with Ledger, as it reads here, okay, finally figured out what people are going on about when they are talking about MetaMask and Ledger swaps of Gala. Both of these things depend on the function of decentralized exchanges. Liquidity on decentralized exchanges is provided by the community at large, not by MetaMask or by the company itself. As the Gala contract is brand new, it takes time for people to gradually add in their liquidity. If the price of the coin is relatively low compared to its history, sometimes the liquidity could take a while to come in because people don't want to get liquidated. So if you're using Ledger or MetaMask and you want to swap, you can always go interact with Uniswap directly and not go through their swap interface, and you won't have any trouble. You can also move your tokens to a centralized exchange and sell if you would like. And as time goes by, liquidity will likely increase, making this less of an issue. But those are just two ways that you could take care of it if you would like. And furthermore, Jason Brinks has officially reached out to the Ledger team about making sure that the contract address for Gala displays correctly. Hopefully, they can resolve it soon. Now, as many of us already know, Gala tried to squash any FUD of rug pulling by burning almost half of the Gala token supply, but it seems that complications are still lingering within this process. So as Jason Brinks said, hopefully it can get resolved soon. And in light of Gala's tokenomics, many of us have actually complained about the 50 billion token max supply being far too big. But the reason that Jason Briggs believes that this is not an issue is because if you look at the token supply numbers in the context of Web3 gaming, it doesn't seem like a lot. However, Web3 gaming is maybe 500,000 actual players, plus a bunch of people who like to trade. This is a hugely important point to note because building for Web3 isn't the point. As of right now, there are roughly 3.09 billion gamers, real world gamers across the world. These are the users that Gala want to be using. If we manage to onboard even a fraction of these users, then we would start getting to the point where each user has a couple hundred of Gala. We could have gone for a low supply, but even if we throw Farmville numbers at it, so 220 million users, each user will only have 227 Gala. This obviously isn't a ton, and users would need more than this to participate in the ecosystem. And this is why the number was chosen. It allows users to be able to get and hold some Gala in whole units and use them to participate in the ecosystem. It only takes one game to pop off and make history and bring in those users. We have a lot more than one game that Gala believe will pop off. Now, this actually makes quite a lot of sense to me, especially as mass adoption within this space is growing quicker and quicker. And I personally believe that it's only a matter of time before a Web3 Gala game blows up and sends Gala's market price to pump to the moon, and potentially as high as $1, as I mentioned in my previous videos in the next crypto bull run. But let me know if you agree down in the comments below. Now, back to the Gala games ecosystem. Dragonstrike, again another mobile title for Gala, is receiving some big updates. As previously announced on the Gala Games Discord, you now have the option to mint max level heroes as player owned assets. Once minted, a hero will be fully controlled by you through the Gala Games wallet, but may still be used in game. Users are welcome to trade, transfer or sell NFT heroes among users or in a secondary marketplace. Players can mint heroes using a special new item called a scroll of minting. Each hero will require one scroll of minting to be permanently created as a player owned hero on Project Gibby, which actually is not the official name. Gala are going to be releasing that in the near future. Speaking of which, in the future there will be additional mechanics incorporated into regular events where a player can engage with the game in additional exciting ways while playing an NFT hero. We also have updates in regards to NFT ready summons. We also have updates in regards to scroll of minting inbound, other fixes and what's coming up. And if you would like to read up more on this yourself, then I'll leave a link to this article down in the description below. But furthermore, just as a reminder, we are 2 days away from the official release of Grit on the Epic Game platform, which is huge news. Mass adoption for Gala is only just starting, and who knows, this may bring in tons of new people into the community, and that in turn could increase the market price of Gala as well. Although in my opinion, one of the biggest pieces of news to be released for Gala is that Gala will now be holding an Ask Me Anything session every Thursday at 4 PM Pacific to discuss what's going on within the community and the ecosystem. The reason this is so big is because Gala historically are not very good at releasing information, and this is a great way they could do this, but also interacting with their community. Honestly, a very, very big step indeed. Now, as I've mentioned already in this video, this Web3 market is only going to continue to grow faster and faster and continue to impress more and more people, as we can see here. Apple is launching a new VR set in roughly 2 weeks from now, as this was released on the 16th of May. Now, this could be a game changer for the metaverse and gaming related coins such as Naka and potentially even Gala if gaming coins blow up the way it could. Furthermore, Axie Infinity is now available on the Apple Store, which is a very, very bullish moment for Web3 gamers. As we can see here, 43% of mobile users have games on their phone. That's over 3 billion people. Now, the only downside to this is that Axie Infinity is only available in the App Store in these 8 countries right here. But this will bring us so much closer to onboarding the next billion users in the Web3 space. And just look at how far Web3 gaming has come. Vulcan Forge is another gaming project that I keep an eye on. And just look at the 3 years of development within Vulcan Forge, another Web3 project that I have very, very high hopes for going into the next crypto bull run. And as I've showed in my previous videos, Illuvium is all the talk right now within the Web3 gaming space. Just look at how beautiful and fleshed out this game looks. And the second private beta was released 5 days ago. This was released on the 18th of May. And honestly, this game could be one of the biggest games this year for Web3. So effectively, it is safe to say in my opinion that Web3 is not slowing down anytime soon, and the reason that I'm so invested into Gala is because I believe that they will be the ones leading the charge into the next era of gaming. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do trade your discretion and do your own research. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like, share and subscribe, but remember, it's just a coin. And I'll see you in the next video.